AI agents have a memory problem. Every new session starts from zero, which means your intelligent agent spends half its life relearning things it already knew yesterday. And engineers just discovered a surprisingly low tech fix: plain markdown files. That's it. No vector database, no RAG pipeline, no fancy infrastructure, just a folder full of notes. They're calling it an LLM Wiki. And it's spreading insanely fast through engineering teams right now. So, in this video, I want to break down why this suddenly exploded, why senior engineers are quietly adopting it everywhere, and why this might become one of the most important habits in the AI era. Because once you understand what changed, you'll realize this is not just better note taking, it's becoming the memory layer for AI agents. All right, so let me show you what an LLM wiki actually looks like in practice. Because right now, this probably sounds way more complicated than it really is. The funny part is that most LLM wikis are literally just folders full of markdown files. That's it. No special framework, no AI database, no memory engine, just organized context. And once you see the structure, the whole idea suddenly clicks. Create a folder called llm.wiki. Inside it, create a few simple folders: projects, decisions, preferences, current work, prompts, notes. That's enough to start. Seriously. Most people overcomplicate this immediately. Don't. The goal is not perfect documentation. The goal is persistent context. Now let's build the first file, projects.md. Frontend uses React and Next.js. Backend uses Node.js. Database is Postgres. Authentication uses Clerk. Stripe handles payments. Deployments happen on Vercel. That's it. Notice something important here. I'm not trying to document everything. I'm only documenting the information the AI repeatedly needs. This is the mental shift. Traditional documentation tries to explain the system to humans. LLM wikis try to preload context into agents. Completely different goal. Now, let's create another file, decisions.md. This one is way more important than most people realize. Why we chose Next.js instead of plain React. Date 2026, status, current, reason, better routing, server side rendering, cleaner deployment workflow, trade offs, more framework complexity, harder debugging in some cases. Now, this is the kind of information AI models constantly miss because code explains what your system does, but it rarely explains why decisions were made. And honestly, the why is usually the most valuable context. Now, let's create one more file, preferences.md. Prefer TypeScript over JavaScript. Keep functions small. Avoid unnecessary libraries. Use Tailwind for styling. Prefer simple solutions over complex abstractions. Never expose API keys in front-end code. This is basically your engineering guardrails. And this is where things get interesting because once these constraints exist, the AI stops improvising as much. It starts operating inside your standards. That is a massive difference, especially once agents start generating code, refactoring files, writing tests, debugging applications, or making architecture suggestions. Now, let me show you the part that convinced me this trend is real. Open Claude Code or Cursor or Codex and point it to your wiki folder, then ask something like this: read my wiki before helping me build a dashboard feature. And suddenly the conversation changes completely. The model already understands your stack, your coding preferences, your project structure, your constraints, your previous decisions. You skip the onboarding phase entirely. This is the key insight most people miss. The real productivity gain is not better answers. It's removing repeated context loading because without a wiki, every session starts like this. We use Next.js, we use TypeScript, use Tailwind, don't use class components. Keep things simple. We already tried that approach, same context. Again, again, again. At some point, you realize something slightly ridiculous. you've accidentally become a full-time onboarding manager for AI. And this is exactly why people who try LLM wikis for a week almost never go back. The workflow feels dramatically smoother. Now, there's another reason this suddenly exploded. Context windows got huge. Back in 2023, you literally could not shove an entire project wiki into a model. The context windows were tiny, so everybody built complex retrieval systems instead. Embeddings, vector databases, chunking systems, drag everything. Because context was expensive, but now the economics changed completely. You can often just hand the model the entire wiki directly. No retrieval step, no similarity search, no chunk ranking. Just here's everything, read it. That single shift is why LLM wikis are exploding right now and not 2 years ago. And honestly, I think this also explains why RAG conversations suddenly got quieter. RAG was designed for a world where context was scarce. LLM wikis are emerging in a world where context is becoming cheap. Now, the huge reason this trend exists. Most company documentation is terrible for AI consumption. Confluence pages hide behind authentication. Slack is basically chaos with timestamps. Google Docs export badly. Notion structures don't always serialize cleanly. Even when companies have knowledge, AI systems often can't reliably use it. So people started creating a translation layer, a version of knowledge specifically optimized for models that becomes the LLM wiki. And notice something important here. This is not developers suddenly becoming obsessed with documentation. Developers still hate documentation. What they hate even more is repeating themselves. Now, before you go build one, there are a few rules I'd strongly recommend. Rule 1, write short notes. Do not write giant essays. Agents work better with concise, explicit context. Rule 2, store decisions, not just implementation details. The why matters more than most people realize. Rule 3, add status fields, current, deprecated, archived. This dramatically reduces outdated context pollution. Rule 4, add dates everywhere. AI models are terrible at temporal assumptions unless you explicitly give time context. Rule 5, if you repeat something to AI twice, add it to the wiki. That rule alone is probably enough to start. Now, a lot of people will look at this and say, so basically, this is just a notes folder. And honestly, yes, it is. The breakthrough is not the folder, the breakthrough is who reads it. A few years ago, your notes were for humans. Now they're becoming operational context for agents. And I honestly think this changes software development more than people realize. Because once agents become part of daily workflows, memory stops being optional infrastructure. The people with persistent context will move faster. Their agents will make fewer mistakes. Their workflows will feel smoother. And eventually, the gap becomes very noticeable. So if you want to experiment with this, don't overthink it. Create a folder, write a few markdown files, projects, preferences, current decisions. That's enough to start feeling the difference. And honestly, I think within the next year, most serious tech teams will have some version of this because AI agents without memory are useful. But AI agents with persistent context feel completely different. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. See you there.